The survival equation is quite simple, but the far-reaching effects are not. The economies of the West need viable sources of energy to succeed. Nigeria alone provides 11% of this, and without the rest of Africa, the economies of the West will grind to a halt, slowly, surely, certainly. The survival of democracy is the survival of the West, and with our consistently improving experiences with democracy, Africa has proven to be receptive to democratic principles and ideals. And through trade interactions throughout the world with systems like Russia, China, and the Middle East that view the West with suspicion, we are serving as a vital ambassador for democracy and helping them all to understand that because they have differences in values, they do not need to resolve them in ways that limit their future, that limit their today, and undermine their ways of life. The world is truly a global village, and we need each other in ways that we never thought possible. For example, the population of the West has flatlined, and it is projected over the next 50 years that it will be in decline. But through strategic projects all over Africa, it is possible for the transfer of knowledge workers to ensure the survival of these economies. Thank you. How can Africa alone provide 9% when, according to the National Energy Defense Council, it provides, that is Nigeria alone, provides 11% to the US. The US spends $25 billion on energy from Africa alone. Where you are quoting statistics from, I am not quite clear. You are making references to the fact that Africa is having problems and is not a good place for democracy. Problems do not mean your life is over. If that were the case, America's debt to the world, according to the Times, if you place it in packs of $25,000 on the earth as a globe, it will pile high to the moon. Do you now call America a waste? It's not possible. We all have problems, and we take time. All over Africa, out of the 55 countries that are around today, and the 2 territories who are still looking for national recognition, only 2 are military democracies. I think we deserve a pat on the back for that. Thank you.
Ajibola, good attempt at a difficult proposition. You said something at the beginning which you didn't explain. You said the survival equation is quite simple, but you didn't tell us what that equation was and how it impacted on the argument. I thought that while you addressed some of the issues, you paid too much attention to democracy, and you did not explain the issue of who needs who the most, because you kept talking about energy, and the energy that Africa supplies is paid for. So I thought it's a mutually beneficial thing, and I don't think you addressed the issue of whether without Africa, the West cannot survive.
All over Africa, too many of our brothers and sisters are dying because of extreme hunger, because there are no medicines when they fall sick, and because simple diseases like malaria are still around. We need to change this. All over Africa, too many of our leaders have used political office as a ticket to millionaires' row, as a tool to oppress our people and to crush their spirits, and are standing in the way of progress. We need to change this. All over Africa, we have accepted incompetence, corruption, and mediocrity as a way of life. We need to change this. The Africa of today is not the Africa of our dreams, but there is nothing that is wrong with Africa that cannot be solved with what is right with Africa. And this is where you come in. You are the spine, the lifeblood, and the hope of Africa. You are 50% of the entire population, and you will soon be the leaders and the followers of today. Every good, every growth, and every gain throughout Africa will be done through you. So you are indispensable to a truly free and a prosperous Africa. You are the lifeline, and in the words of Kofi Annan, any society without its lifeline is condemned to bleed to death. Thank you.
I like your call to action. I like how you charge the youth that they are the leaders tomorrow and we need to change the present status quo. I like how you repeated, we need to change that throughout your speech. I like how you charged them, telling them that they are the lifeblood and the hope of Africa, and sort of included them and yourself in the speech. Well done.